Hi, folks. Here is our screencast with the nuts and bolts for tomorrow's meeting. It will be a short one, which is good because I know that we're all extremely busy and hairball, and the end of the quarter is coming, and I'll do my best to keep us short and sweet. In terms of our business, if you could take a look at the curriculum committee meeting notes, there's not a ton of new stuff there. As far as Scott was concerned, we spent time giving feedback on all of our site PLC activities. And I did comment we appreciated the concentrated time to work together on those set days, but we struggled with the paperwork responsibilities that were asked of us on the 19th. Instead of the time to really discuss what's working well in the classroom. I also expressed that concern to Parissa, and she was going to attend some of the ELA set days just so that she might be able to get a frame of reference and provide some feedback as well. Additionally, several of the high schools had similar concerns to us in terms of the amount of time that PLC was taking, the paperwork, as well as those people who are involved in multiple programs not being able to have equitable PLC time for all of those, all of the teams that they're on. So that was another point of discussion. We also approved a poetry anthology from a Korean poet for AP Lit and IB at Sunny Hills. We also spoke on the MAP assessment training that Scott and the other TOSAs went through and will then subsequently give to us in February. And he did suggest that each site have representation at those MAP training days. So I know I am on board to attend at least one of them, and I think there are a couple of us on each of those days. So I thank you in advance if you picked one of those days as one of your set days. Additionally, we went through a bit of a pilot update, and Actively Learn has been a little bit challenging with us, as I'm sure you've already heard, just in terms of getting the training and access that we need. And Scott is now working with another representative to see if we can't get more access to some of the units that some of us have emailed him about. And hopefully we've all been able to find our way into Actively Learn through Alex if we are running the pilot. So that was the latest from Curriculum Committee. Nothing too big this time around, so that was good. Out of leadership, I am going to defer to Mark and Adam and Nolina, who were present. I was not, but in reviewing the notes and talking with people, I understand that we did spend a good amount of time speaking to PLC feedback by department, which is summarized in the notes below from Jessica, and that there was a discussion of Howl and how to make it the most efficient intervention period that we can. And my understanding is that we will be having a pull-out day with leadership and some other parties to try to figure out ways that we can make HOWL a little more effective. And so if there's any feedback or any thoughts that you have on how we can help make HOWL a little more effective, please bring it up when we meet tomorrow or when we meet on Wednesday afternoon. Otherwise, out of school safety, the Great American Shakeout is on the 17th, and Mark sent out an email complete with links to pictures in the schedule and so on, and he sent that out, I believe, last Thursday. And again, we'll be on adjusted schedule for that. For us as a department, my understanding is that the supplies are not yet in 54.0, so I will touch base with Parissa and see if we have an ETA on any of those. In the meantime, I do have leftover supplies in room 10 and some in room 54.0, including butcher paper for those of you who need it, and extra whiteboards for those of you who are using those. As far as our department is concerned, if we can touch base on the most effective use of HOWL, that would be great. Also, let's take some time to just hear from our different PLC teams and see what we worked on today in our PLC time this morning. And thank you to Jill and Taylor for sending out the Halloween survey. I think we may also want to get the results on those and see what we are going to do moving forward for Halloween. And that is the latest, greatest, up-to-datest, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I will have snacks, and hopefully it will be a short and sweet meeting, and we'll be able to get some grading or something else that's equally fun taken care of. So have a great day. I will see you later.